Dear PM students, let's discuss today a question. Number one, this question is from Study Hub. Second, this question is from CVP analysis. And in this question, we are going to learn how to calculate a weighted average CS ratio. Actually, the concept of weighted average CS ratio arises when the organization does not deal in one product. The company is dealing with more than one products. Then obviously we calculate if it is required by the question, let's say, then we'll be calculating a weighted average CS ratio. But the main concept is weighted average CS ratio will only arise when company deals in more than one products. How do we calculate weighted average CS ratio? It's very simple. All you need is just take the contribution of all the products divided by the total sales of all the products. That will simply give you the CS ratio. Let's start this question. And this question is from Study Hub. A company makes and sells 3 products. And very simple name they have kept. I like this rather than difficult names. The names of the products are RST. Extract from the weekly profit statements are. Sales is $10,000 for S, 15 for T, 20. The total is 45,000. Variable cost is 4, 9, 10, total is 23. Fixed cost we can be seen is fixed. They've given us a profit. General fixed cost absorbed using an absorption rate. Okay. If the mix of products produced and sold change to, if they change the mixing ratio, for example, R becomes 20% of the total sales, S becomes 50% of the total sales, T becomes 30% of the total sales, what effect would this have on weighted average contribution to sales ratio? They want to see this company. Let's give it a name, ABC company. ABC company wants to know if they change CS ratio, mixing. So if they change the mixing of their products, so what impact will it have on weighted average contribution? So how to, I would say, attempt this question. First, you should be calculating the, you should first calculate the existing weighted average CS ratio. Because after calculating the existing CS weighted average CS ratio, then we are going to calculate the revised one. And then obviously we can decide either the CS ratio will remain same, will increase, decrease, whatever it is. Now come here. First, we'll be calculating existing weighted average CS ratio. So I'll be taking the total contribution. Students, sales is 10,000, variable cost is 4, which means the contribution of R is 6,000. Contribution of S is also 6. Wow. But the contribution of T is 10,000. Here comes the contribution of R. 6. It was T is also 6. And contribution of R is also 6. Contribution of T is 10. So what I am doing, I've taken the total contribution, which becomes 22,000, divided by total sales, which they have given us 45,000. So total contribution divided by total sales, simply 22,000. If you add all the contribution, which I've written in the numerator, divided by sales, into 100, I'm getting around 48.89%. 48.88, so you can make it 48.9%. Even if someone is writing 49%, it's perfectly okay. No issue at all. Okay, fine. Now let's see. Now the question is asking us if they change CS ratio, if they change mixing ratio, R becomes 20%, S becomes 50, and T becomes 30, what impact will it have on weighted average CS ratio? Here comes R, S, and T. Let me just write the contribution here. Now look at this. Sales. Now students, sale is going to be 20%. If you take 20% of 45,000, the total sale is 45,000. If I take 20% of 45,000, then I'll get 9,000. Total sale is 45. If I take 50% of 45, let me just a minute. Here the contribution was 6, contribution was 6, contribution 10. Okay. 45,000, 50% of this, the sale is going to be 22,500. And T is 30%. So 45,000, let's take 30%. I'm getting 13,500. Okay, now let's calculate the contribution of individual product RST. How will we calculate? Very simple. Come to the existing data. Kindly look at the existing data. Sale is 10,000. Your variable cost is 4. It means your variable cost, if I'm just focused on R, in R, logically, the variable cost is 40%. If the variable cost is 40%, it means the contribution is 60%. Repeat, just focus on R. The variable cost of R is 40%. It means the contribution of R is 60%. So if I take 60% of R, I'll get 5,400 contribution. This is what I need. Now only focus on S. Students, wow, what a focus it is. That now look at this. Sale of R is 15,000. Variable cost is 9. If you 9,000 divided by 15, you can see that variable cost of S is 60%. If the variable cost of S is 60%, it means the contribution of S is 40%. Repeat, you can do this also. 6,000 divided by 15, it will give you 40%. You just need to focus on S. Sales of S is 15,000. Variable cost is 9,000, which is 60%. Okay. So it means contribution ratio of individual product of S is 40%. Let's take 40% of 22,500. I'm getting 9,000. Now the last one. If you look at T, it's very simple. Sale is 20,000 exist, and they've given us the variable cost 10, which means variable cost is 50%. So contribution is also 50%. Let's take 50% of this. I'll show you the alternative way also. Don't worry at all. So I'm getting 6,750. Here comes the contribution according to the if we bring the change in the mixing. Now let's calculate weighted average CS ratio. We'll take all the contributions, 5,400 plus 9,000 plus 6,750. Obviously, the total sales will remain 45,000. That is 922,500, 13,500. Let's see. What are we getting? 5,400 plus 9,000 plus 6,750. Numerator, I'm getting 21,150 divided by 45,000. Students, I'm getting exactly 47%. It means you can see that your weighted average contribution is decrease. Without the new change, without bringing change in this sales mix, your existing weighted average CS ratio is more than the new one. If you're going for the new one, your weighted average CS ratio will decrease. You can see that. So logically, the answer is part B. If my weighted average CS ratio is going to be decreased, it means this new mixing ratio is going to have more focus on low, I would say, margin products. That is what is happening. We are having a lower weighted average contribution. Okay. Now, someone does not want to calculate by using the formula which we have used. Simply, we have taken all the contributions divided by total sales. There is one more way to calculate this. Let me show you. Basically, product, we have S, RT. Contribution of S is 60%. Individual products S contribution is 60%, R contribution is 40%, and T contribution is 50%. Now you can directly calculate the revised weighted average contribution. How? Just take the weights of new mixing. According to the new mixing ratio, 20% products will be sold R, 50% products they will be out of total sale S, and 30% will be T. So I can calculate directly the weighted average CS ratio. What you need to do, just simply take 20% of 60%, just take this into this. I'm just multiplying this with the new mixing ratio, 50 and 30. You will get the same result. And then obviously whatever comes, you have to add. The final answer is going to be weighted average CS ratio. So that will be 12%, if I'm not wrong. That is going to be 20% and 15. So 12 plus 20 will give you 32. 32 plus 15 will give you 47%. Obviously, it is up to you how you approach to the question. But this is, student, how we calculate weighted average contribution. And this question, again, we have taken from the study hub, and the main topic is CVP analysis. So thank you very much for watching this lecture. And just one thing, at Abilu School of Accountancy, we do not only provide to our students pre-recorded entire course. In addition to that, within this PM, we provide two types of crash courses to our students: topical crash course and the question-based crash course. Plus, the WhatsApp support, which Abilu School of Accountancy offers in all ACCA paper, this is the fastest and best in the world. And we reply to 100% of our obviously enrolled students' queries, and the response time is normally within 3 to 5 minutes, which is the fastest in the entire world. So that is on. Plus, one more thing, we provide detailed notes as well as short notes to our students. So thank you very much. Hope to see you in my PM paper and other papers as well. And Abilu School of Accountancy offers all the ACCA papers, part 1, part 2, and part 3 as well. Thank you very much.